If you're a friend of Meghan Markle, it doesn't take you long to fall foul of the former Suits actress and sometime 10-minute royal. This is the problem that a lot of people find when they align themselves to Meghan herself. You see, she has very short patience, wants things her own way, as we've seen numerous times with all the video footage that you can see, the way she engineers pushing her way round, of course, with Prince Harry, basically directing him as a mother figure, passing him awards when it's just seconds away from the table, that type of thing. But even when you're doing someone a huge favour, as this particular individual did, well, you got it wrong, and now they're paying the price. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. As ever, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you also for your lovely comments about our MP over here now, Sir Jacob Rees-Mogg. Lovely story, lovely time with the Princess Royal, Her Royal Highness Princess Anne. I just love those stories. Love sharing them with you because it's a nice bit of positivity in an air of negativity. I'm sure you'll all agree, you know. What's interesting now, though, with this particular story, as you can imagine, when you are a friend of Meghan Markle, you are on a time scale. Make no mistake, you are on a time scale, because the bottom line is at some point you're going to get it wrong. Things are going to take a turn for the worst. Now, whether that be you say the wrong thing or your usefulness has now expired, you've seen it time and time again. Think the likes of Jessica Mulroney, good friend, very useful at the time while living in Toronto in Canada, not so much useful after the royal wedding, you see. And then you have other people actually befriended over here in the United Kingdom, very connectable at the time, but then of course not connectable now, so no use. So you can understand exactly, as we told you the other day, how Meghan at first was delighted by the repose that her former co-star Patrick J. Adams kept putting out. You know, gushing about what a wonderful person she was, great, and, you know, the very best. He'd spent years with her, never a wrong word, it always got on. It's funny, isn't it? He gushes, reminding people, of course, that he's available for work and hasn't had such a high-profile role since marrying the ex-royal on screen in Suits. You get the picture. Not so much gushing from the other co-stars. You'll notice that. Absolutely. Even though it's now streaming again on Netflix and revitalizing lots of people's careers, and there were some very good actors in that particular series, I particularly enjoyed the lead lady in there. I thought she was very good in that role. But what's interesting now is Patrick thought he was doing the right thing, you know, just alerting people to the fact that they were one-time chums. Now it turns out he's got it wrong. Yes, not only was he chastised and, shall we say, hastily having to rethink about removing the pictures, all to do with the alleged writer's strike, absolute, to coin a phrase, poppycock, rubbish. He was instructed he had to take them down and is not allowed to post anything without extreme permission. Allegedly. Now, what's so funny about this is you can imagine them thinking, what have I done wrong? Well, apparently, according to that very well-placed source, there were wrong pictures, the wrong style. She did not like a lot of the pictures. And more importantly, yes, he'd really done it with, shall we say, the blessing, some people might say, of Meghan. But the bottom line is they're not that close. He can't just dial her up anymore. He doesn't have direct contact. It has to be through someone. So what Mr. Adams is finding out, really, as that's happened to a lot of people, is, yeah, well, you were useful. Get it wrong, and you'll go into the cupboard with all of the rest of them. For now, it truly is a developing story. When I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.